Hello, everyone. It's Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So if this is one of your first times watching and you're watching this on a replay, make sure that I'm glad that you found me, but make sure that you do subscribe to my YouTube channel or join me on my Facebook group. All those links will be below. In order to if you are watching this on a replay, just beware that this was a live demo that I'm doing. So it's Monday. I always come on live at 11 o'clock in the morning Pacific Daylight Time. And today what we're going to do is we are going to play with something that I've been playing with quite a bit, and that's a Santa's Delivery or Santa Express that is in the J2D mini catalog. But we're going to do a 3D project today. So it should be fun. I've been telling people what I've been doing is I'm doing a mega workshop. And so what I'm doing is I'm putting these things together. So if you're not part of that workshop, which this workshop is for a bunch of different demonstrators that they can use. But for my customers, you're going to be able to see this so that you basically have all the elements or most of the elements from the workshop. So like I say, good morning to all of you. I'm so glad that you have joined me. So like I say, we're using Santa's Delivery workshop. So this suite is an amazing suite. It actually has so much information. So much stuff in it. Let me just bring it up here. I should have had this open on here, but so it's this one here, and it's found on page 16 to 18 or 16 to 18 in the JDD mini catalog. It has the suite, the bundle, which when you do buy this as a bundle, you do save your 10%. If you want to get everything in the suite, you can use just the one number. And by using just the one number, you get everything put in. It means the only savings that you actually get is actually on the bundle. The rest isn't. So if you are putting an online order in and you see that it says it's unavailable, it probably just means that one part of it's unavailable. It has some amazing embossing folders that go with it. I'm not using any of those today, and I'm not using this either, but I think this is going to be something that I'm going to use in there. But there's this, and you know what? I just thought of something else that we could use this project for today, and I'll explain what that is. There's some adhesive back stars, but we're not going to use those today. We're using something else. And then, of course, Memories and More and this designer series paper. It is so dang cute. I think it steals the show. I think what you can do is you can use this designer series paper and not even really stamp if you want, just because of the fantastic little cutouts. Now, the dies do cut out an awful lot of different things. And today what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how I do mass production by making a template with my Stamparatus. There is another video in my YouTube channel where you could say making a template, and I think there's 2 or 3 videos that come up with that. So I'm not going to go into making the template today, but there are other videos that are available for that. So cute. Anyways, so let's get going on this one. So what I did was I went and I cut out a bunch of these dies. So I cut out the train ones. I cut out the presents, the tree, the little penguin. I also cut out these candy canes. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that or not. And then I did cut out these signs as well. So what I did was by just cutting it out, you can randomly get way more cut out by just putting it onto a piece of basic white, because I'm going to be coloring these. So what I do is I go and I take a piece of paper. Hello. I take a piece of paper and I put it into my Stamparatus, and I always mark up at the top. Mine always says, it says top right. And then what I do is I put my stamps on my Stamparatus. This is photopolymer, so you have to have that special pad down below. And then what I do is I go ahead and I stamp this, and then I carefully cut these out. Now what I can do, this is my template. So now what I can do is I can just go ahead, put these different pieces right in here. they just go right like this. And I'll just show you how easy it really is to get these going. And like I say, then you can almost mass produce these, right? So we have the sign. Let's put that one in. And like I say, I can stamp all of these together. So that really makes it so much nicer. All right, so we have that. And there's another penguin. I got lots of penguins there. This is the present one. And then there's the little candy cane one. And I see I didn't, here we go. I didn't cut one of these out, but that's okay because I already have one cut out. And then all I do is I just go in with my memento. And of course, just ink this up. And now if I don't get it on there in the right spot, like if I don't get it dark enough, then I can just go back in and redo it. But this allows me to do multiple stamping and so quick. Then I'm going to come in with my Chucky and just do this. Now, some of you have asked about this Chucky. You can, I also have a video on this where you can make your own. And I think it's called The Most Amazing Tool Called a Chucky is what it's on my, there we go. So I don't even have to go back in. So then I've got all of these and then I'm ready to go and color these. Oops, we'll just take that one out. There we go. So see how easy that is to do that. So by doing that, oh, I did have another one here. By doing that, basically what you can do is do lots and lots of them all at once. So remember to look under the video and it's making a template. Okay. So then what we can do is we're going to come in and we're going to color them. Now I've already gone ahead and colored them. I wanted a red train, red and gray train. I have my cut. This cut is for the track. And then I don't know if I'm going to need these or not, but I do have them already. Well, I've got them already colored. So if we want them, we can use them. And I also have my my puffs of smoke. All right. So that's for that. Now, what we are going to make is we are making a bag topper. So this could be something that could be used for treats. It could be used if you have young kids that like to do something like that. So what I'm doing is I am going to use my clear medium envelopes. And what we're going to do is on that envelope is we are going to top the bag of it, and then we can put whatever we want in here. So I have a few different options that I've already gone ahead and done. Now I took a piece of, it could be basic white, it could be any color, and it was a piece that was 6 inches by 4 1/4, and I used my basic border dies, and I'll show you how I went about to do this. So simple. I used this one. I measured, this was 4 1/4. I measured at 2 1/8. I put a mark there, and then I just ran that through, and I ran it through twice. And then also I wanted to have a piece that goes on the front like this. So all I did was cut this piece 2 3/4 by 4 inches. And I did the same thing. I just measured the halfway mark and then just cut that. So it just shows you how simple this really is with these basic border dies. All right. So I was thinking I could go this color and have my train, but then it didn't show up that well. I didn't think that it showed up enough, but you could do that. That's not an issue. Then you could do this side as well, and that would kind of give you trees behind and that sort of stuff. It kind of gives you a bit of a background, and I probably will use this one, but I'll show you another one that you could use too. So any of your basic ones here, this one's kind of fun, where you could do this like this and like this. So depending on what kind of a topper that you want to do, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put it on here. Now, at this point, what we want to do is we want to know, I'm not going to go ahead and do this, but you can go and when you put your stuff in here, you can go and you could staple this on, or what I would do is I would staple it onto the front. Then I can put this over top to cover that staple, and then I would just use my tear and tape on the back to do this. But let's go ahead, and I'm going to pretend that this is already on there. So I'm just going to line this up here, and let's go, and we're going to start decorating it. And you'll see how simple this comes together. But what a neat idea for a kid's party. You could do this for a Christmas party. It would be a lot of fun doing it for different sort of things on there. All right, so we have our train, and I'm going to use dimensionals on there. But I thought I'd color these all ahead of time. Now, the colors that I used was Poppy Parade. I used Gray Granite. And I also used the basic black is what I used on this part here. And then I actually took my lifter because it was quite light, quite dark. And that's even the light basic black. So like I say, I'm just kind of putting this together. I didn't have to do any of the stamping because I did it ahead of time just for the length of what the video could be, right? All right. So now what I want to do is I want to put it on here like this, but I think I also want to have my train tracks on there. So I'm going to go ahead and, whoops, I got this stuck now. Yeah, I think I'll move that train track up to the level part here. And this is just one of the die cuts. And then we can, oops, keep wanting to put that one down. I'm going to put this one on first. Oops. And I have this come off a little bit because I want it to come here. Now, what I had on here, and I really shouldn't, I'm going to just put this on top of here because it keeps sticking. Now, I can go ahead and we can put this tree on top here. And you know what? Because I can, and because it's already colored, I'm going to go ahead and put the tree on the top. And then I thought what might be kind of fun is, I knew this. See, I shouldn't have taken those backs off the dimensionals. Let's just do this. And then I thought this would be kind of fun where you could have your parcels in here. But honestly, I wanted to put, I'm going to put the candy cane in the middle. And then I'm going to put one of these, I was thinking 2 of them, but maybe it's going to be too much. Well, you know what? I'm going to just put the candy canes on there to begin with. And I'm going to put those in the middle. Just like that. And then I thought what would be really kind of cool, I'm mad at myself for putting those dimensionals on the back. Now, what I should have done was I should have cut this first, or I could have done this with an X-Acto knife, but I do not have an X-Acto knife to do that. Well, there is a way that I can do this. I can come in with my little trimmer, or with my trimmer. I'll show you how this gets done. And this is going to stick on here as well. But I'm just going to come in with my trimmer, and I am going to cut just along there, lift it up, and cut along there. There There we go. And then I can slide my little penguins down there. Now I may have to go in and just do that a little bit more because of those dimensionals on the back. I kind of, so let's see, we're going to put our penguin just in there. And do I want the other penguin in there? No, that's maybe too much. So what I could do too then is I could go ahead and maybe put a parcel behind here. I think that's what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this off. And we'll put a parcel on there as well. Now, because that one's popped up a bit, I think what I'll do is I'll pop this up with a dimensional as well. So just put that behind there. All right. So we'll just come in with a little dimensional. Pop this up behind here. And we'll just put this on here. There we go. That's kind of fun. And I think I could use a small dimensional behind that penguin as well. All right. So let's come in here. Now this is going to go there. Now this is just going to go here as well. Now it's taken almost all that stick off because it kept sticking to that piece. All right. There we go. See, and you're not really seeing much of that behind there. And if we wanted, we can put, I don't think we're going to be putting any of those smoke things on there. Now, this is where this is coming in to here. So we're going to go ahead and put this on top of here. But in order to kind of see this, I've got some of that, this shredded stuff. And let's just put this inside so that you can kind of get the idea. Now, I thought another really neat idea for this would be to include this and then maybe have some Christmas tags made out of this. And then, of course, you could use that other, you could use the trim on there. So we can go in here. I just want to kind of give the idea that we're, goodness, I put so much of that in there. Okay, so let's do this. But yeah, some Christmas tags would be kind of fun on here too. All right, so this is just going to go like this on here. Now I'm going to go, just for this purpose, I'm going to use my tear and tape. And we'll put some tear and tape on the back here as well. But you could put like gingerbread cookies in here of trains. You could put any of that sort of stuff. Well, you know what? This is going to stick to this. Oh my goodness, I'm having real issues with this sticking stuff. There we go. So this is just going to go on here like this. Now, what we also want to do is we want to take a banner and we can put a banner across there. And I thought what would be kind of cute is to have this guy here. And you could even have this going here. So we'll do that as well. And then take our stamp. And I think I'm going to do Elf approved and sleigh delivered. So that'll fit on nicely on that banner. So when you line up your photopolymer, do you use your grid sheet and just line it up? Works really well when you do that. Now, I think what I'll do is I'll do that in the Poppy Parade as well. if I can get that straight. There we go. Let's put this little guy on there. So this, you know, like this is quite a ways into the future, but because it's July, we always seem to do an awful lot of Christmas in July, right? If you're planning this sort of stuff, this is the time to start doing it, right? There we go. Let's bring this back down. And we can put it across there. I'm going to put it across there, and I'm going to use my tear and tape on there as well. I have one more idea for another 3D thing with this train. I think it's going to be so fun. Take that off. There we go. All right. So there's our thing there. I thought it'd be nice too with the green. It would have been okay with that too. You don't see too much with that train being there. So like I say, that would be something that you can turn around and you can use this as a bag topper. You could use it. I think this would be really cute to have this and have a bunch of tags and give tags away to somebody. I think it would be lots of fun to put for little kids if they're into trains, that sort of stuff. Like I say, I think it'd be a lot of fun. I really do. So if you like that, remember to give me the thumbs up. If the best form of, yeah, a goodie bag for a party. The best form of a compliment would be to share my video. I really would appreciate that if you would do that. Yeah. So what's happening tomorrow at 4:30? It's my technique class. It's we're on episode 10 already. Oh my goodness. And I love that one. That one's the one that you know what? Tear and tape is one of my favorite too, Dolores. I like it. You don't see me like if there's something that really needs to stick on there, I use the tear and tape. Okay, but back to Tuesday is my technique class. That's where I show a technique and I'll show you a different way or a way to use that technique. And then you can download the next day. You can download your PDF of the technique. And then again on Wednesday, we're doing a mystery challenge. Just a few things. Have the stamp camp for Boughs of Holly is available for registration for people in Canada. If you are outside of Canada, reach out to me because we have demonstrators in the US, in Australia, and the UK that also are doing this. And I can give you a list of the names of the people that are doing it there. Another thing that we're also doing is we have a bingo coming. And also a Christmas card buffet class. So thank you. Thank you. I think it'd be really cute to do something like that for the kids, right? Anyways, you guys have a great day and we will talk to you soon. Bye for now.